Hey everybody, welcome back to another Bro Guy Tour review, and today I have another Snail Shell figure for today. Tactical Maid Kazune Tokiwa. I am not going to remember that name, so we're going to call her Gunner Maid. Now, she's going to be a lot different than the other Snail Shell figures I have, because she is not a busty vixen. Probably. But this just kind of opens the door for me of thinking possibilities for Snail Shell, especially with the other figure I did earlier. Agent, I don't remember her name, but the one from Fellow Moon. And if they're doing games, they could possibly do like Nikkei, Goddesses of Victory, which that's all about fan service and busty vixens. So it's right up their alley, why not? But let's go ahead, open this, and I'm going to compare it to some classified G.I. Joe, some probably Little Armory, since they're also gun-toting girls, and then Valorverse, maybe some Marvel Legends. But why not have a big variety? But yeah, let's go ahead, open it up, and see what it is. Alright, so box art looks absolutely great, as always, on all these Snail Shells. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, so here she is, everything that she comes with. She comes with 7 different magazines, including the one in the rifle, an extended butt for the rifle, an alternate faceplate. It does, as normal, come with the stick for adjustable eyes, but I don't think she actually has adjustable eyes on this one. She does come with I guess a battle skirt. It has holders for every single magazine, and she comes with a good variety of different hands, including finger at rest, which is the main reason why I bought her. I love that. I love it when when companies actually think about finger discipline and stuff like that for characters that hold rifles. But again, her movement's really good. Very fluid, no stiffness, not on the arms at least. Legs, good. Snail Shells are always really good at how well everything can move. It actually has toe articulation. I love the look of this figure. This figure looks great. And yes, she is a busty vixen. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun posing this one. Really good movability for the legs, everything. The skirt itself is actually cloth instead of like the last one where it was the latex rubber, I guess. But yeah, I really like this figure so far. Very tactical for a maid. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some posing with her. Tactical Maid here. At first glance you would assume she's part of one of those Gun Girl mobile games, but she's not. It's one of Snail Shell's own thing, just like the, I forget the name, but the bunny girl that they have that has firearms. They do a couple of these every now and then, but if you think about it, it really opens the doors of possibilities to where, why isn't Snail Shell doing partnerships with these mobile games like they did with the last Snail Shell I did, the one from Crescent Moonwalker or Fellow Moon, as is known depending on where you are. But like I said, it just opens up possibility. You have games like Blue Archive, which has some really interesting character designs. And then you have Girl Frontline, which I recently started playing, and I actually really like the gameplay. If you've ever played XCOM series, it reminds me of that game a lot. But probably the most popular one is Goddess of Victory, Nikkei, which has some of the most fan service girls with guns you will come across. But yeah, it's just I really think Snail Shell should reach out to these companies, because the only other companies that are really doing these are Figma. And Figma did a really good Nikkei figure, but the other company that I've seen do them is Good Smile Company, which those figures are pricey and they're nowhere near the quality of Snail Shell, and they're just not that great, honestly. But I really like how this tactical maid actually looks. I like how she feels. She just looks really good. Now for me, the cloth of her maid outfit, just the bottom part, kind of throws me off. I understand they did that so they didn't have to put in an extra piece, but there's just a slight color variation between the plastic and the cloth, which duh, but I can look past that. It's still a really good figure. You can do all kinds of different posing with it, and I am having a blast right now posing this figure with my other figures from other lines, and they all look good together. I mean, it's definitely weird seeing a maid fight alongside of like soldier types, but you could throw them together with anything, just, you know, a little imagination. But this figure is really good, and let's go ahead and do a size comparison and show everybody how she scales up to other lines. All right, so from left to right, we have Black Widow from Marvel Legends, we have Gemini from Action Force, we have Tactical Maid Snail Shell, we have Retro Scarlet from G.I. Joe Classified, and we have, I don't even know if this one has a name or not, but Little Armory figure, which, if you don't know about Little Armory, it's kind of an action figure and model kit mixed together. You don't build the figure, you build the rifles. If you're interested in that, I did some of the models for my very first video I did for YouTube, a comparison on different guns from different companies for action figures. So go ahead and check that out if you want. But all these figures look really good together. Maybe not the Little Armory as much, but also they're supposed to be teenagers while everybody else is an adult. So you can get around that way if you want. But that kind of fits with the whole like anime style. There's multiple different types of animes where it's like high school girls with guns. But besides the point, all these figures look really good. So let's go ahead, and I could definitely see me posing these guys together in a big diorama sometime. Like if I do a big, say, G.I. Joe Classified and Action Force together teaming up against Cobra, because I do have a surplus of Cobra figures. I might do that one day if I ever really get back into toy photography. But until then, why not just build up my makeshift militia? But everybody, if you did enjoy my video, like, subscribe. I always try to get a video out once a week, sometimes more, and I do have a bunch of different ideas that I have coming. But as always, guys, life is tough. Enjoy the little things.
Figures lined up on the shelf. Jesse's breaking boxes by himself. He ain't gentle, nah, he ain't nice. Ripping open dreams just to slice the price. Hey, hey!